Welcome to Open Book and the series The Inheritance, where we explore the forces shaping humanity's future. In this episode 14, we will explore the surveillance society, how AI, data, and digital surveillance are reshaping human freedom. In the last episode, The Intelligence Explosion, we explored the rise of artificial intelligence. We asked a disturbing question: what happens when machines begin to think faster than humans? But today, we move deeper into an even darker possibility. Because artificial intelligence needs fuel. And that fuel is data. Your data. My data. Our fears. Our habits. Our movements. Our relationships. Our desires. Our politics, our attention, and our behavior. Tonight, we explore that powerful world quietly emerging around us, the surveillance society. What if the most powerful prison ever built had no walls? What if the greatest control system in human history did not arrive through military conquest or dictatorship, but through convenience? Through smartphones, apps, social media, digital assistants, online shopping, navigation systems, streaming platforms, and the tiny accept all cookies button we click without thinking. We are constantly being watched. The cameras are already watching. Not just the ones hanging from ceilings in airports or shopping malls. Not just the satellites floating silently above continents. The real surveillance system is now invisible. It lives inside our phones, our browsers, our payment systems, our apps, our watches, our televisions, our search engines, and increasingly, inside the algorithms deciding what we see, believe, buy, fear, and even vote for. Human civilization may be entering a completely new phase of history. The age of the surveillance planet. The old empires controlled land. Industrial powers controlled resources. Financial empires controlled capital. But the great powers of the 21st century are competing for something far more valuable: information about human behavior itself. For the first time in history, governments and corporations possess the technological capability to continuously monitor billions of people, analyze their behavior in real time, predict decisions before they are made, and influence populations at a planetary scale. This is no longer science fiction. It is becoming the new operating system of modern civilization. Surveillance itself is ancient. Kings used spies. Empires maintained informants. Secret police monitored dissent. Colonial powers built intelligence systems to suppress rebellion. But history imposed limits. Surveillance was expensive, slow, local. Human beings simply could not continuously monitor entire populations. Then came the internet. And everything changed. Every search query. Every GPS movement. Every online purchase. Every voice command. Every social media post. Every facial scan. Every financial transaction now leaves a digital trace. Your smartphone has quietly become one of the most sophisticated tracking devices ever created. And most of us carry it willingly. Social media transformed private emotions into monetizable data. Cloud computing enabled massive behavioral storage. Artificial intelligence made pattern recognition almost limitless. And out of this emerged something entirely new. Harvard scholar Shoshana Zuboff called it surveillance capitalism. An economic system built on extracting, analyzing, predicting, and monetizing human behavior. In this system, we are no longer merely consumers. We are products. Our attention is the commodity. Our behavior is the resource. And our psychology is increasingly in the marketplace. Oil powered the 20th century. Data might power the 21st century. The most powerful corporations on Earth were not built primarily on physical resources. They were built on behavioral information. Search engines map curiosity. Social networks map relationships. Streaming platforms map emotional preferences. Navigation apps map movement patterns. E-commerce platforms map purchasing behavior. Wearables increasingly map biological activity itself. Think about that for a moment. The largest companies in history may know more about human behavior than governments ever did. And whoever controls large-scale behavioral data increasingly gains the ability to influence markets, politics, narratives, social trends, and eventually democratic processes themselves. This is why the global struggle for technological dominance is intensifying. The battles over AI, 5G, cybersecurity, semiconductors, quantum computing, cloud infrastructure, digital payments. These are not just business wars. They are geopolitical power struggles over the future architecture of civilization. Because whoever controls data may eventually shape human decision-making itself. Most people still imagine control in visible forms. Police, military force, censorship, dictatorship, propaganda. But modern systems of control increasingly operate invisibly. Algorithms now influence what billions of people read, watch, purchase, discuss, and emotionally react to every day. Recommendation systems decide what spreads. News feeds prioritize certain narratives. AI systems increasingly influence hiring decisions, insurance pricing, predictive policing, credit scores, and even judicial risk assessments. This is algorithmic control. And unlike traditional authoritarianism, these systems rarely force behavior directly. Instead, they shape environments. Quietly, subtly, continuously. A recommendation engine pushes outrage because outrage drives engagement. A platform amplifies fear because fear generates clicks. An algorithm quietly buries dissenting voices without openly banning them. Control becomes statistical rather than theatrical. Invisible rather than obvious. And because these systems operate at scale, their influence can shape entire societies simultaneously. The danger is not merely technological. It is philosophical. If algorithms increasingly shape human perception, then whoever designs them may indirectly shape democracy, culture, public opinion, and social behavior. Privacy was once considered essential for freedom. A private space allowed human beings to think independently, experiment with ideas, disagree with authority, develop identity, and imagine alternative futures. But that private space is shrinking rapidly. Many digital services appear free because we pay not with money, but with data. Platforms continuously gather information about our movements, preferences, contacts, consumption, and psychology. Facial recognition systems identify people in crowds. Voice assistants are always listening for commands. Smart devices monitor behavior inside homes. Biometric databases are expanding globally. And the line between convenience and surveillance grows thinner every year. What makes this especially dangerous is that surveillance systems rarely remain limited to their original purpose. History repeatedly shows that technologies introduced for safety and efficiency often expand into broader systems of control. Emergency measures become permanent. Security databases become political tools. Commercial data becomes accessible to governments. And once massive surveillance infrastructures are in place, dismantling them becomes extremely difficult. Artificial intelligence intensifies all of these dramatically. AI systems thrive on data. The more data they consume, the more powerful they become. Future systems may increasingly predict emotional states, political leanings, psychological vulnerabilities, purchasing intentions, and even health conditions. Which leads us to deeply uncomfortable questions. Can democracy survive if predictive systems know citizens better than citizens know themselves? Can elections remain fair if political messaging becomes hyper-personalized? Can human autonomy survive if algorithms constantly manipulate attention and emotion? Can dissent survive inside a permanently monitored society? These are no longer abstract philosophical debates. They are becoming practical political realities. This is why the battles over AI ethics, data governance, algorithmic transparency, and digital rights may become some of the defining struggles of our century. Because beneath all the technology, the real issue is power. Who controls information? Who controls the systems? And who controls the machines watching humanity? Are we building the perfect control system? Perhaps not intentionally. Most surveillance systems emerge gradually. One technology improves convenience. Another improves security. Another increases efficiency. Another predicts risk. Another automates governance. Each innovation appears rational in isolation. But together, they may be constructing something unprecedented. A planetary surveillance stack with biometric databases, predictive algorithms, autonomous decision systems and others. An integrated architecture capable of continuous observation and behavioral influence. The danger is not merely authoritarian governments. The greater danger is the convergence of technology, profit, politics, and human psychology into systems that normalize permanent surveillance as ordinary life. And perhaps the most unsettling concern of all is that humanity might be influenced to voluntarily participate in building the system that ultimately reduces its own freedom. The surveillance society is already here. The question is whether democratic societies can still define their limits before these systems become too deeply embedded to resist. Because the future may not belong simply to those with the largest armies or economies. It may belong to those who control information and to those who control the systems that watch humanity. In the 21st century, the greatest power may belong not to those who speak but to those who watch. In our next episode, Digital Tribes, How Technology is Rewiring Human Identity and Society, we will explore how algorithms, social media, and virtual communities are reshaping belonging, conflict, loneliness, and human identity itself in the connected age. Thanks for joining me.